Losing your virginity is kind of a big deal, and for many it is something sacred. If you are scared or nervous for your first time, it helps to get a lowdown on things to do before having sex and afterward. This will help you prepare for the act, both mentally and physically. 10 things to do before having sex. A close friend once said that she knew her husband wanted sex when he started brushing his teeth, so she would pretend that she was already asleep. Sex without adequate foreplay can be boring and tedious, and intimidating. Some Catholic institutions insist on counseling for couples before the wedding takes place, but they too do not touch upon the nitty-gritty of foreplay. Most communities are conservative and are not comfortable discussing sexual topics in the open. Understanding the needs of your partner is the key to a satisfying sex life. Of course, that comes with its own learning curve, but getting the basics right can make the journey easier. With that in mind, here is a lowdown on tips before having sex to help you prepare for your first time. Number 1. When rough is not okay. As a new bride, my cousin was expecting sweet nothings and tenderness. Instead, her husband harshly told her to spread her legs, and what followed scarred her for life. Remember, your woman is a goddess. Treat her with respect and kindness. In the end, my cousin was so traumatized, it took her a few months to even think about having sex with anyone. Her husband was sexually frustrated and so unhappy that they eventually got a divorce. Number 2. Finesse is of the essence. Among the things to know before having sex is the art of seducing a woman and making her feel special. How can you do that? Flowers. Most women love the idea of receiving flowers. It may be a social or cultural construct, but flowers somehow mean you are appealing to her finer instincts. I used to love it when my husband got me a string of fresh jasmine buds that would bloom as the night proceeded and spread the most heavenly fragrance. It just did something for me. Number 3. Fire up the senses. You can always tease the senses of touch and taste with wine and chocolates, or arrange for a private candle-lit meal in your own house. These are painstakingly labor-oriented, and you cannot outsource this activity. She must see and feel your intent and integrity. You can play some fine tunes in the background or even bring out some costumes. Perhaps you can even visit a sex shop and see what fascinates you. Number 4. Footloose and fancy-free. Then, for the ones with expendable income, there is jewelry, perfumes, shoes, clothes, etc., etc. You need to know your woman and her material index. For others, one tender look or a nudge on the shoulder, or a favorite song under a full moon is enough. For others, the words "let's hit it" or "just ride me" or some other shady code word work like magic. These are some valuable things to know before having sex to have the best first experience. Number 5. When crass is sexy. One of my lovers would sit in the corner at one end of the classroom and stick out a bit of his tongue from the corner of his mustachioed upper lip to suggest that we should shack up that night. It would send shivers down my spine of excitement and anticipation. My kids think that was gross and predatory. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe.